All right, welcome to video number 4. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about list building. Now I know list building on the surface sometimes does not sound like the most exciting topic, but let me share with you that this is one of the most important things that can make the biggest difference if done properly. Okay, if done properly, it can make one of the biggest differences in your business, in your numbers, in your profitability, everything. So let's dig right into it. So let me shift over here and share my screen. Give me 1 second. All right, so you should see my slides on the screen now. We're going to talk first about the 3 reasons why you should be building a list in the first place. And number 1 is that it builds a strong relationship with your audience over time, right? It's one of the things that if you're not building a list, you are simply having a very difficult time accomplishing, and that is building that relationship, furthering that relationship with the prospects, with the people that are looking at what it is that you're offering. Number 2 is automation. Now, automation we talk about a lot. You'll hear me talk about it a lot because it's like a huge key in being able to create a freedom lifestyle while you're building your business. And automation is really going to allow you to leverage and multiply your efforts and your income. Now, number 3 is your list is a business asset. Now, a lot of times I think people don't realize what your true business assets are in this industry, in this business. When you have a full, online business model, your list of customers and potential customers is worth a potential fortune to you if you're treating them right and you're managing them and you're actually collecting those and controlling those, right? That's a huge part of list building and why we do it. We're going to dig more into that as we go. First, let's talk about a few common reasons why a lot of marketers don't build a list. And number 1 is they don't realize the value. They don't really understand why they should be doing it in the first place, and so they simply don't do it. Number 2 is they don't know where to start. And this is a big one. This was the thing for me when I first got into this industry and delayed and delayed and delayed, even though people were telling me, the money's in the list, you got to build a list. I didn't do it because I just didn't know where to start. What system do I use? Is there a way to automate it? What's the best tool to use? How do you go about it? What do you send? Which brings us to number 3. What do you send to your list? What do you send? You collect an email address, that's easy enough. But then what do you send to them and how do you send it to them? How do you do it in a leveraged fashion? So we're going to dig into some of these things as we go into this. Now, again, we're going to kind of revisit a couple of things you learned in the previous videos. And that is, again, this is the model of what everybody else is doing in this industry. They're simply throwing traffic at a capture page, which is not theirs. It's usually an affiliate offer or it's a network marketing company's duplicated page or replicated page that they've given you. And that email is going into some master list that is not controlled or owned by you. And then they're seeing a sales video or an offer. And then once they bounce from that page, they are never to be heard from again. They go into the giant abyss that is the internet, and you cannot continue to market to them. Okay? That's what everyone else is doing. Now in video number 3, we talked about a better way, a better model of doing it. And that's where you create your own capture page. You then send people, instead of directly to a sales video, you send them to a personal video, which we call a bridge video, which introduces you to them, lets them know there's a real person behind this marketing before you send them to the actual video of the offer. Now we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to look at more of the complete marketing system and integrating that list building into that. Now this is really, really simple stuff. Okay, so don't let this kind of thing confuse you. Don't get overwhelmed by this, because again, if at any time you want to just basically join my team and have all this stuff set up for you very, very easily with all the training and all the step-by-step video instruction and mentorship to make sure that it all is working properly for you, you can simply click the button below this video, join my team, we'll get you plugged into things. We've got a personal coach we provide. Everything is done for you. But I'm going to go ahead and explain this stuff in this video. So you see here, we've got the same model, capture page to bridge video to then watching a sales video of whatever the offer is that you're promoting. But right here, when we capture that email, they're going into your list. Okay, so that email address is going into a list. And then here is where we send email to that list, and it can be done in both an automated fashion as well as a leveraged fashion of sending emails. I'm going to actually give you a demo and show you how that's done very easily here in just a second. And as we build that list, because we now have the ability to build a relationship and continue to market to that person over time, that's where the big money is made, right? You will make far more money here than you will by just sending people straight through and hoping that, you know, that small fraction of people that buy is going to bring you enough in commissions, enough in earnings to actually make it profitable for you. Adding a list is what really seals the deal and really makes things work, as long as you've got the proper, you know, system and offer in place for that. So very, very important to understand this model. So where do you start? Well, it's actually really simple. I'm going to tell you exactly where I recommend you start, which is going to be, you know, the easiest autoresponder email marketing system to use. It's also one of the most cost-effective. It is also, of all the ones we've tested, you know, and I've used others over the years. I've used GetResponse. I've used a number, I think 4 or 5 different other major autoresponder systems over the last few years. And Aweber is the one that I personally use now and personally recommend. And my whole team uses this, so I get, you know, all of that feedback as well. Aweber by far has the best deliverability. That means that the biggest percentage of the emails that you're sending out are going into people's inbox, not in their spam, into their inbox, so that you can actually get responses from that. People actually see it, they open your emails, they, you know, click on the links, they go and check out the things that you're offering. It allows you to really build that relationship. So I recommend Aweber. If you want to use my link there to get a free 30-day trial of Aweber, you can do that. That's aw.joinjohnoaks.com for that link. And I'll give that again here towards the end. Now, one thing that's really important here with list building is that, you know, I see a lot of people out there that get into this and they tend to really overcomplicate the entire thing. So I want to emphasize how important it is to keep things simple. It's very, very simple here. All you need to do is you activate an Aweber account or a different email marketing system if you choose to do that. Number 2, you create a list, which is really easy. Inside of Aweber, they have tutorials, makes it really, really easy. And then, of course, if you decide to join my team using that button below, we give you a step-by-step video tutorial that walks you through the process of creating a list, customizing it, optimizing it, setting everything up, as well as we're going to actually give you a bonus of a pre-written email autoresponder series that you don't even have to write, that's already coded to your affiliate links and everything, but you have to join the team for that. I'll talk more about that in a second. Number 3 is that you need to have an autoresponder series. So let me explain what an autoresponder is for those that are maybe new and don't know what that is. An autoresponder is a series of email messages that will automatically be sent to your prospects once they subscribe, and they will go out over a timed, you know, period and frequency over time automatically, so you don't have to do anything. You set it up one time, you write the messages, you put them in the system. You tell the system when you want it to go out, what time of the day and what day of the week, or, you know, from what period of time between messages, and it's all handled for you so that you don't have to do it. And that part's a hands-off marketing, super leveraged activity. I recommend at least a 5 to 7 day autoresponder series. And when people hear, you know, writing messages and creating an autoresponder series, they tend to think, gosh, you know, I don't know how to do that. I'm not a good writer. Trust me when I tell you it's not as hard as you think, and we're going to dig into that in just a little bit here. Writing these kind of messages is not hard, but it does take some time. And again, if you want professional messages already written for you, taking care of that whole side of it, just, you know, a few clicks of a mouse and you import the entire, I think it's like a 14-day series that we give you automatically into your Aweber account, then just simply join using the button below this video. And we'll help you. That's just one of the things that we help you, components set up for you that you don't have to even mess with. Number 4 is that you need to email your list with consistency. So even though you have an autoresponder series, you still want to periodically and consistently send emails to your entire list to continue to communicate with them. And there's a number of things you can do to send to them. So let's address that, right? Because that's a big question a lot of people have is, once I start collecting emails, what do I send them? I hear people say you should email your list a few times a week or every day or whatever, frequency people are recommending to you. Here's what I recommend you do. Okay, personally, this is what I do. There's lots of opinions on this, but what I've found best with my list is to email them, in addition to the autoresponder series, about 2 to maybe 3 times per week maximum. So I do not email my list every day. I think that's overkill. I think that starts to get kind of spammy and it's too many emails for people in their inbox. 2 to 3 times per week if you have good stuff to send them. There's occasions where I only send 1 email in a week, and that's fine. But you've got to be consistent. I would never fall below, sending 1 to 2 emails per week, right? So what do you send them? Number one, share your journey. This is a big thing in the make money online, home-based business, affiliate marketing industry is, what do people really want to see? Well, they kind of want to see that you're in it with them, right? That they're maybe new to this. They're looking at you as somebody they might want to join, or they want to buy your product, or they want to, align themselves with you, to work with you. And they want to see that you're doing the things that you're talking about. And so keeping them up to date, sharing with them the things that you're doing and the results that you're getting, which is number 2, sharing your results, is very, very important, because they're going to see that you're not somebody who's just saying, go buy this, go buy this, go buy this. You're somebody who's saying, hey, here's an opportunity for you to do what I'm doing. Here's what I did today or over the past week, and here's the results that I got from it. Let me show you exactly how I did it. And it's very easy to do that through email marketing. In addition to that, this is something that comes up a lot. It's a question I get a lot is, hey, because I'm just starting, I don't have any good results. So how can I share that with my list? Guess what? You can share other people's results, and it's just as effective to do that, because when you join a team or you join a business or you get started in affiliate marketing, you're part of a community, especially with our team. If you decide to join us, we have hundreds of members in our personal team that are getting results and sharing those results with all of our team members in our private Facebook group. And you can take screenshots of that and share those stories, share, content of that with your list and say, hey, check this out. This is a brand new member of our team. She's a single mom. She just started 2 weeks ago, and check this out. She started running some traffic and set everything up and has already had 5 people join her business. Has already made her first, $500 commission, or had her first $1,000 day. And that's extremely impactful for brand new people looking at this, even though it's not your personal results, right? It's people that you're connected to, part of a community you're a part of, and they're seeing that they can also be a part of that. So number 1 and 2 are super powerful. Number 3, give value. Okay, and that's kind of vague, I get it. But value can be a lot of different things. So it could be that you create a video and share some thoughts on something in a personal development book that you read that day. It could be sharing a personal experience. It could be, you just simply sharing a link to a really good article that you saw online that will help your audience. Put yourself in the shoes of your personal audience, your subscribers, and know what is it they're struggling with, what is it they want to see, and help provide that kind of content to them. The more you learn and the more actions you take, the more knowledge you have and the more experience you have to share with the people on your list. So think of it in those terms. Asking questions or doing little mini surveys with your list is also a good thing, because it lets you know what they're thinking, what they're wanting to see. You can even ask them straight up, what are your biggest challenges? What can I help you with today? These kind of things. And they will tell you. A portion of your people will always respond. Number 5, don't discount this because it's at the end of this list, right? Number 5, invite your prospects to connect with you on social media. This is huge. In almost every email that I send out, I have my link to my personal Facebook profile. I also sometimes will send out occasionally an email that's sole purpose is to just get people on my list connected with me on Facebook, to either follow me, send me a friend request, message me on Facebook, because the more people you get connected with you on social media and the more you share things about yourself and your family and what you're doing on social media, the more it creates that bond and that familiarity. and that trust factor, right? They realize that you're not a scam. And let's face it, there's a lot of spammy and scammy stuff going on online. So I think people need to see that you're a real person that actually cares about their results, that's willing to be open and transparent and let them see that you're a real person. And that goes a long way to getting people's trust and helping them take that step to go ahead and joining you and putting their faith in you to get a business started. Number 6, promote your offers, right? And I put that at the end of the list on purpose because it's what you do the least with your list, right? The purpose of every email should not be to get them to buy something. The purpose of each email is to further the relationship. And then when you occasionally send out something that's just like blatant promotion, hey, go watch this sales video and join my team, there's a much higher percentage of people that are going to actually pay attention to it because now they're interested in you as a person. Keep in mind, people join people, not businesses. So let me give you a quick demo of Aweber and how simple it is very quickly to send an email to your entire list. So this is my Aweber account. I'm just going to go here to where it says messages and go to broadcasts. And then on that page, you can just go here to where it says create a message. And I'm showing you this because I think a lot of times people are intimidated by the process and don't understand that you can create a single message and send it out to an entire list of people, no matter whether that's 5 people on a list or 10,000 or 20,000 or even 100,000 people on a list. I'm just going to use the drop and drag email editor. Take just a second for that to load up. And then in this screen, stuff always loads a little bit slower when I'm recording video. It kind of taxes the processor just a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So you put a title or a message subject, which is what's going to show up in their inbox as the subject line up here. So you could say something like, look what happened today while I was sleeping, right? I'm just giving you a demonstration here. And then I'm just going to change a couple of things. If you are collecting their first name or their, any part of their name in your capture page, then you have the ability to, autofill their personal name into each message. So you just use this variable and it will automatically put that person's name in the email when it sends it out. I'm not going to do that for this demonstration. I'm just going to say, hey there, it's John again. Woke up this morning with a headache, but it quickly went away once I saw this. This happened over night. All right, so what I'm doing there is I just wrote the first part of the message, and then let's say I want to put an image in there, which would be like a screenshot of some commissions. And again, this is just a demonstration. Let me go to the image, and again, this is a drag and drop interface, right? So I just drag that over, and then here I can click and I can upload an image. And you can upload these images directly into your Aweber account. So it makes it very, very easy to do. I'm actually, for this one, I'm just gonna use one that I already have. So I'll go to Image Gallery, My Images, and I'll just select one that I recently sent out. So you see here's a commission screenshot from my personal account that showed $6,700 in that specific day. This was just a couple of days ago. And then we want to continue that message underneath. So I go to the paragraph and I drop and drag that underneath. And then I can continue the message. This did not happen this way when I first got started, but because I've been consistent now for couple of years, I'm getting killer results. You can get started here. Have a great day, John. Okay, so again, just a demonstration, right? And then I want to make this a link, so I just highlight it. I go up and very easily click the little chain button for a link and put in a link. Put a link into my sales video. And then I can do things like make the font larger. So let's change that to a 14-point font. A little bit bigger. And by the way, guys, I share a ton more instructional stuff on how to really maximize and use Aweber inside of our team-only content. So again, if you want, really step-by-step stuff, I'm just running through this really quick and showing you how to use this very simply. If you do join our team inside of the opportunity that I promote, we got you covered. We just put it that way. So this makes it really easy for sending messages. Now I can go over here and click preview and test, and I can send a test message to myself and see how it looks in my inbox, make sure it hits my inbox really easily. Or I'd come down here and click save and exit, and it saves that in my drafts. And once my draft screen loads up there, now here's that one I just created, right? So I could go here to send options. And if I click there, I can go to schedule a broadcast. And then all I do is go through here and I can choose, which list I want to send the message to, if I want to exclude any subscribers or specific list from that. And then here I can actually choose and schedule when I want that email to go out. And then once I do those things, I click apply, and it will automatically send that message out at that specific time and date very, very easily. So you can see a few minutes, and you can send an email out to an entire list of subscribers very, very, very easily. So it's a really cool, super fast, super easy to use. And again, we have lots of tutorials, and Aweber itself has lots of tutorials. So we're going to wrap this video up. I just want to say again, keep it simple and build on that. And the most important thing is to simply just get started. So again, I recommend Aweber, and the link to get a 30-day free trial of Aweber email marketing system is aw.joinjohnoaks.com. And you'll be able to get that 30-day free trial. Video number 5, we're going to be talking about traffic, right? And traffic is super important because traffic is the sort of the power behind everything, right? Once you start sending traffic into all the things that we put in place, that's where the magic starts happening. So you're going to love this one on traffic, because I'm going to show you how simple and how easy it is to get and tap into unlimited amounts of traffic very, very easily. And that's how you can really scale any business to whatever income level you're looking to attain. So again, if you're interested in taking the shortcut, getting started with me right away in our team, click the button below this video, and I'll see you in the next video.